My name is Aamir Hussain, and I'm a sophomore at Georgetown University, majoring in government, minoring in theology, and pre-med. And I became interested in the symposium because I am the president of the Georgetown Interfaith Council, so I've always been interested in the intersection between faith, values, and politics. So I think I'm going to be slightly different than the last speaker because I'm going to focus more on how I personally felt about some of the findings in the survey. So as a child of Muslim immigrants from India, my extended family always told us that they came to this country for the American dream, to give my sister and me and all my cousins a better life. And my large network of cousins, aunts, uncles, and grandparents always talked about our generation with pride, that we would be the first generation of our family to become American and assimilate into American culture. Over the past several years, my relatives are impressed that we've maintained our Muslim and traditional heritage while becoming Americans as well. And personally, I have a lot of respect for America's promise of a pluribus unum, that together we are one, even though we are diverse. And this really reinforces my values, both as American and a Muslim, because in Islam, God has said in chapter 49, verse 13 of the Quran, that mankind, I've created you from male and female, and made you into peoples and tribes, that you may know each other and not deny one another. So if I had to describe the millennial generation before reading the survey, I would have said that we are very positive, open-minded, and interested in learning about other people. But after seeing some of the results, I'm kind of disheartened, and I realized that we have a lot of potential for growth. So for example, on page 35, Muslims, Mormons, and atheists all received about 46 to 48 on a scale of 1 to 100. So with 100 being the best and 1 being the worst, we receive like lukewarm reception. And I do a lot of work with the Interfaith Youth Corps, which Mike is a part of, and we always try to focus on mobilizing college students to make interfaith cooperation a social norm. But after reading this, I realized that we have a lot of work to do. And a lot of times we are preaching to the choir in a sense because the people that would come to our events are already more open to other ways of thinking and other viewpoints, while the results of the survey show that we're not necessarily the majority of our generation. So the biggest challenge for us going forward is to engage the larger population of America and the larger population of young people so we can all come together around issues of tolerance and diversity. Another problem, I think, is our own attitudes towards our generation. On page 15, the survey says that about 40% of our generation self-identified with negative characteristics, and less than 1 in 5 identify with the positive characteristics. So in my opinion, these statistics highlight our society's widespread pessimism. And in my blog post, I wrote that pessimism, not economic inequality, is the biggest problem facing America. And I think as a new generation, we cannot fall into this trap. We have to challenge ourselves to shoot for the highest goals, and instead of being discouraged by the perceived inadequacies of our generation. I believe that our generation can fight against this negativity by emphasizing our positive traits of increasing interconnectedness, respect for diversity, and global awareness. We may not be able to fix all the world's problems. That's okay. But as the first truly global generation, we must make a real effort to live up to our tremendous expectations. Thank you.